All right, so are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yes. Can we start?
Yes.
All right, awesome. So today's lesson is Emma Geller Green. Can you repeat that?
Emma Geller Green.
So make sure you say Geller.
Geller.
Yeah, have to vibrate. And green, smile at the end. Green, Geller Green. And you have to stop and make it. You have to put your tongue here and vibrate with your nose. Green.
Green.
Perfect. So Emma Geller Green. And this is our third lesson. Can you repeat that? Third lesson. Yeah, so green lesson, smile. Okay, very good. So let's start with point of view 1. And the point of view 1, we're going to do the third person singular. That means he, she, or it. And we're going to use the present tense. Sound good?
Okay.
All right. So can you read the first sentence to me?
My friend's name is Emma Geller Green.
Perfect. So my friend's name, make sure you close your mouth, right? You touch your lips. Name. My friend's name is Emma Geller Green. Very good. Now I'm going to ask you a few questions about it. What's her name?
Her name is Emma Geller Green.
Her name is Emma Geller Green. What's her first name?
Her first name is Emma.
Her first name is Emma. Very good. And what's her last name?
Her last name is Geller Green.
Geller Green. Okay, very good. Is Emma a girl or a boy?
She's a girl.
She's a girl. Okay, very good. She's a girl and her name is Emma Geller Green. What about you? What's your name?
My name is Estéfany.
Your name is Estéfany. What's your full name, Estéfany?
My full name is Estéfany Ribeiro Leão.
Okay. Estéfany Ribeiro Leão. What's your last name then?
My last name is Leão.
Leão. And what's your middle name?
My middle name is Ribeiro.
Very good. Estéfany, are you a girl or a boy?
I'm a girl.
You're a girl. Very good. A woman. All right. Now I want you to read the sentence to me again, but I want you to do it in the past, like 10 years ago. All right? So 10 years ago.
My friend's name was Emma Geller Green.
Very good. So 10 years ago, it's not going to be is anymore. It's going to be was. So 10 years ago, my friend's name was Emma Geller Green. So maybe they are not friends anymore, right?
Right.
Friendships come and go. So, all right. Now let's move on to the second sentence. Can you read the second sentence to me?
She is 13 years old.
She is, very good, 13 years old. It's teen, that's why we say teenager. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. So from 13 to 19, you are a teenager. That's why, okay? So she is 13 years old. So my question for you is Emma 15 years old?
No, she isn't.
No, she isn't. She is?
13 years old.
Okay. And how old are you?
I'm 28 years old.
You are 28 years old. All right. 2 years ago, I want you to read the same sentence, but you have to consider that her age, you have to consider Emma's age 2 years ago. Okay, so 2 years ago, she
was 11 years old.
Very good. So 2 years ago, she was 11 years old. How old were you 3 years ago?
I was 25 years old.
You said 20, but you can also say 20.
25.
25. It's easier, right? You were 25, okay?
You were 25.
25. So 20, when we have this pattern, 20, when we have the letter N, T, and a vowel, right? And that's not the stress, that's not the strongest syllable. You can drop the letter T. You can not pronounce it, okay? So
Okay.
20. Just like interview. See, same pattern. N, T,
Mm-hmm.
vowel, interview. Another
Interview.
one, international. The city center. Okay, so instead of center, you
Mm-hmm.
can say center. Very good. Let's go back. All right, keep going. She
is from New York City.
She is from. Okay, new. If you say new, that's British English, and that's okay. New, right? But in American English, they say new.
New.
Yeah, and you have to make a pout, fazer biquinho. New.
New.
Just like the French, assim como os franceses. New. So she's from New York City.
She's from New York City.
She's from New York City. Very good. She's from NYC. Okay, the Big Apple. Let me try and show you an example. Let's see. So if you go to Cambridge, you have the UK pronunciation, United Kingdom pronunciation, and the US, United States pronunciation. So the UK, British English is new. Whereas American English is new. Right? Just like people from Minas Gerais, when they see something really, really surprising, they say new. New. Yeah, just like people from Minas, mineiros. All right. Very good. There's also a song. Let's try and find it. Okay, so again. New York. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. All right, let's keep going. So where is she from? Where is Emma from?
She's from New York.
She's from New York City. Yes. We say New York City just like Rio de Janeiro City, right? We have the state and we have the city. So she's from New York City. Is she from San Francisco?
No, she isn't.
No, she isn't from San Francisco. She's from New York City. Where are you from?
I'm from Lavras, Minas Gerais.
We're from Lavras, Minas Gerais. Okay. Tell me this, read the sentence again, but in the future?
She will be from New York City.
Okay, she will be from New York City. She will be from New York City. And when you have will, you can reduce will to o. Can you do that? O. Yeah, you make it with your throat right here. You don't make a pause. It's not o.
All
it's
right.
O. So she will becomes she'll. Yeah, so she'll be from New York City.
She'll be from New York City.
She'll be from New York City. Okay?
Okay.
Just like I can add o. I'll be from New York City.
I'll be from New York City.
And I don't know if you have ever noticed, but I can reduce I to a. Just like my boy, my boy. I don't know if you have heard it, but for example, I can say I love that. Just So that's why in the audio, the woman says I'll be, because instead of I'll, you can say I'll be.
I'll be from New York City.
Okay. Right. So if you're speaking really fast, you don't say you say I love that. I really love that. Okay.
All right.
So she'll be from New York City. That's the future. Keep going.
She lives in Manhattan.
She lives in. Okay, here's the catch. Manhattan. Stop your tongue right here. Manhattan. Do it. Manhattan.
Manhattan.
And then I want you to make the air come out from your nose. Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Manhattan. Stop.
Manhattan.
Just your nose now. Say, do this. Manhattan.
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 Som.
It's okay.
Manhattan.
Manhattan. She's from Manhattan. Of course, you can say Manhattan with a soft T. But it's very common to say Manhattan. Doesn't sound.
She's from Manhattan.
Manhattan. Manhattan. Let's check this one right here. Not Portuguese, it's English.
Manhattan.
Manhattan. You see?
Manhattan.
Manhattan. Manhattan. So for example, this is called glottal stop. It's when you have T, a vowel, or a combination of vowels, plus N. So for example, we have that combination in mountain, mountain. So you say mount, you go to the T, but you don't release the air. Manhattan, like mount, and then you just make the air come from your nose. Mountain. Mountain. Do it.
Mountain.
Mountain. Yes, mountain. This mountain is really high. I also like to use this website called Youglish, where you can type any word you want and check how native speakers pronounce it. So let's see.
It was like we were both heroes climbing up into a mountain range together.
Did she pronounce mountain or mountain?
Mountain.
Mount?
Mountain.
Mountain. You have to stop briefly. Mountain. Mountain.
Mountain.
Yeah, remember that? Do you remember that song? O sapinho go. It's just like that. Just like that. So
it was like we were both heroes climbing up into a mountain range together.
Into a mountain range. Mountain range. Mountain range. Let's see another one. Another example.
Those at the top of the mountain are.
Those at the top of the mountain. So there is a pattern here. Native speakers are most likely to say mountain than mountain.
Yes.
From the lake, take the short drive up Signal Mountain.
Now he pronounced mountain, which is also okay.
Loaded 2 of every animal onto it and landed on a mountain peak.
Mountain peak. Now it's a tie. Tá empatado.
Coach over steep mountain roads.
Mountain roads. All right. So oh yeah, let's check Manhattan as well. Manhattan.
So I want to sort of use that to bridge 2008. Okay. So you're in Manhattan. You're in
Manhattan. My point here is you don't have to pronounce Manhattan if you don't feel comfortable with it. But you're going to hear Manhattan all the time and you must be able to understand it, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's check another one.
Her paper focused on the City Corp Center.
This is British English. I can recognize by ear. So he's going to say Manhattan.
A skyscraper in Midtown Manhattan.
I can recognize British English immediately.
Just finished his master's. Claire Patterson went to work on the Manhattan Project.
On the Manhattan Project. Okay.
Okay.
Very good. Did you know that?
No.
No. Okay. Now you do. Let's keep going. So she lives in Manhattan. She lives in Manhattan. Where does she live?
She lives in Manhattan.
Manhattan. She lives in Manhattan. Where do you live?
I live in Lavras.
You live in Lavras. So born and raised in Lavras, right?
Not exactly, but
where were you born?
I was born in Carlos Chagas.
Really? Where's
Minas
that?
Gerais.
Okay, it's in Minas. Is it far from here?
Yes.
Yes,
Far.
it is far. Okay. Very good. So she lives in Manhattan. If it were in the past, like she doesn't live in Manhattan anymore, but 2 years ago she lived in Manhattan. How would you transform that sentence? 2 years ago she
lived
Very good.
in Manhattan.
2 years Manhattan. Yeah. 2 years ago she lived in Manhattan. 2 years ago she lived in Manhattan. Very good. Keep going. her mom's name?
Her mom's name is Rachel Green, and her dad's name is Ross Geller.
Okay. I'd say you got it 99% perfect. But we can improve it here. So, her mom's name is Rachel Green. Perfect. And you said dads. I want you to say dads. Dads.
Dad.
Okay. You start from and move your chin down to a.
Yeah. Dad.
Yeah. So, this is the sound I want you to make. Dad.
Dad.
Dad. Yeah. So her dad's name. Her dad's name is Ross Geller.
Her dad's name is Ross Geller.
Okay. And why am I being picky? Why am I being picky about this? Picky means exigente. Because if you say dad, that's another word. That's completely different. You know what dad is, right?
Yes.
D-E-A-D. So, for example, that's not true. But I can say, my dad is dead. Got daddies, but I can't change. Okay. If I separate, okay, let me do it again, but slower. My dad is dead. Okay, so we have dad and dead. Dad. So this, I don't know if you remember, but the symbol of this sound right here is like the letter A and the letter E all together, right? So that's why I told you it's like a combination of the letter of the sound A and the sound E. So you start from E and you go down to A. E. The chin is very important. You have to drop your chin. Like I want you to repeat the words I'm going to say. Cat.
Cat.
Okay. Bad.
Bad.
Bad. Like morcego. Like in Batman. Batman. I'm Batman. Okay.
Batman.
All right. So let me say that again. My dad is dead. Very good. Let's hear.
My dad is dead.
My dad is dead. My dad is dead. And if we check its pronunciation, we're going to have the symbol, this symbol, which is dead.
Dead.
And for dad, we're going to have that other symbol that I told you, which is dad. Dad. All right?
All right.
Okay, so don't say dad like the Walking Dead.
It's a trick one because I think the sounds, it's like dad for dad.
Okay, I understand.
Dad.
Okay, so you get them wrong. You usually swap them.
Yes.
I swap. Okay, I can say that here. You usually swap the two pronunciations. Okay, so just remember the letter A as in apple. Okay, so the letter A has the sound A. Very good. So her mom's name is Rachel Green and her dad's name is Ross Geller. So what's her mother's name?
My mother.
No, her.
Her. Sorry.
All right. No, that's okay.
Her mom's name is Rachel Green.
So her mom's name or her mother's name is Rachel Green. What's your mom's name?
My mom's name is Marina.
Marina. All right, that sounds great. And what's your dad's name?
My dad's name is Roland.
My dad's name?
My dad's name is Roland.
My advice here is to exaggerate. Okay, try to exaggerate. My dad's name, so you can internalize that. Okay, you can absorb, you can take it in. So my dad's name. You have to do
My
up and down. Yes, my dad's name.
My dad's name is Jorge.
Yes. Okay, very good. And what's Emma's? What's the name of Emma's dad?
Her dad's name is Ross Geller.
Ross Geller. Great. Keep going.
Her dad loves dinosaurs.
Almost perfect. But you can improve one sound here. Her dad, okay. But instead of law, it's going to be l. Love is in the air. L. So it's this symbol, like the letter A, but without the middle dash. Okay. So l. Her dad loves dinosaurs and dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. Can you do it?
Her dad loves. Her dad loves dinosaurs.
The schwa sound. Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Her dad loves dinosaurs. And let's hear. Her dad, okay, English, let's put sentence.
Her dad loves dinosaurs.
Loves dinosaurs. So this is the symbol I told you about. And if I come here, here's the symbol. Love. Okay. We're going to find the same sound in blood. And in cut. See? So it's this. It comes from here. Sound. Okay.
Okay.
So love, but it's okay. In Brazil, we have só love, right?
It's true.
It's okay. I didn't expect you to get it right immediately. So her dad loves dinosaurs. Very good. So what does her dad love?
He loves dinosaurs.
2 years ago, what did her dad love? What did?
Okay. He loved dinosaurs.
He loved dinosaurs. Are dinosaurs among us? Are dinosaurs still on Earth?
They don't.
They are not. Are they?
No. They aren't.
They aren't. So are dinosaurs still? Are. So I used the verb are, the verb to be. So you have to use the verb to be. So okay. I could have asked, do they still exist? Okay.
They don't.
They don't. Or you could have said, only their fossils. Right? Only their fossils. Only their fossils are here. So dinosaurs are, what's the word for animals or species that are not here anymore? They are?
I don't know this word. It's cheap.
Yeah, they're dead. Like all of them are dead, right? So they are. Dinosaurs are extinct.
Extinct. And this word, I don't know how to say.
Okay.
Dinosaurs are extinct.
Extinct. Yeah, they're extinct. Just like mammoths. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Ross loves dinosaurs. Why does he love dinosaurs? And then you continue reading. Read the next sentence.
Okay. He is a paleontologist.
He is a paleontologist. So he is a paleontologist. Paleontologists are people that study very old stuff, right? Very old things like fossils, as we talked about. So Ross Geller is a paleontologist, and he probably works in a museum. Yeah. If you have seen the show Friends, right? This lesson was inspired on the Friends. So he worked in a museum, inside a museum. Okay, so in the past, he was a paleontologist, right? Keep going. The next to last sentence of this paragraph.
Her mom likes
Her
expensive.
it's the same sound. Love mom.
All right. Her mom likes expensive clothes.
So her mom likes expensive clothes, and you pronounced it perfectly. It's not clothes, it's clothes, just like the verb close, fechar. All right. So what does who is Emma's mother again? What's her name?
Her name is Rachel Green.
Rachel Green. Okay. Does Rachel Green love dinosaurs?
No, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't like dinosaurs. What does she like instead?
She likes expensive clothes.
She likes expensive clothes. She loves shopping. So her mom likes expensive clothes. Can you give me examples of expensive clothing? Expensive clothes?
Like Martins, brand.
Like brands. The brands.
Brands.
Mm-hmm.
Eu não sei falar. Carmen Stephens.
Carmen Stephens, okay. What else? Calvin Klein.
Yes, Calvin Klein. I'm horrible to remember things.
That's okay. I mean, it's difficult for us because we don't buy expensive clothes. We buy Henner's clothes.
Yes.
Seia's clothes. What else? Riachuelo's clothes.
Riachuelo. Ering.
Yeah, Ering. Good and affordable clothes.
Yes.
Yeah. Not Ralph Lauren clothes. It's another one. So in the past, Rachel liked. So her mom, Rachel, liked expensive clothes. Keep going. The last sentence.
She works at Ralph Lauren.
She works at the place where you work, right? If you want to talk about it in general, the store, you can say at. If you want to say like inside, use in. All right, so that's the difference. If you want to emphasize that you are inside a building, etc. So she works at Ralph Lauren. Like
Lauren.
Yeah,
Lauren.
Ralph Lauren. So she works at Ralph Lauren. Where does she work? She works at Ralph Lauren. Where did she work? Yeah, where did she work?
She worked at Ralph Lauren.
Yeah, she worked at Ralph Lauren.
Ralph Lauren.
Ralph Lauren.
Ralph Lauren.
Ralph Lauren. Very good. All right. What about you? I forgot to ask you a few questions. Do you love dinosaurs?
No, I don't.
No, you don't. Okay, but they're so cute. Some of them.
But love it.
Yeah, it's a strong word. You have a point, Estéfany. You have a point. Emma's father is a paleontologist. What about you? What do you do?
I'm a post-graduation student.
Actually, this is interesting. You are a graduate student.
Okay, all right.
Porque você é uma aluna graduada.
Okay.
If you are getting your first degree, you are an undergraduate student.
Okay.
Okay, so graduate student, estudante de pós-graduação, mestrado, doutorado, etc. Undergraduate student seria normal people that go to college, university for the first time.
Okay. Got it.
All right. So you are a graduate student, okay? And what are you? What is your line of work or line of research?
My line of research
yes,
is in medicinal plants.
Okay. So your line of research is medicinal plants.
Medicinal plants.
Okay, very good. Do you like expensive clothes?
I can tell because I don't usually buy expensive clothes.
Okay, so you can't really say that you like expensive clothes because you can't afford buying expensive clothes. Yeah, you have a point. Okay, so when you can buy something, when that doesn't cause you financial problems, you can use the word afford. Okay, so
afford.
I can afford expensive clothes. I can't afford expensive clothes. Okay, não posso comprar, não posso me permitir. All right. And if you can, I can afford expensive clothes. Okay.
Okay.
All right. What's the opposite of expensive?
Cheap.
Cheap.
Cheap. Cheap.
Yeah, you're saying cheap. I want you to say cheap.
Cheap.
Yeah, because it's different. If you say chip, it's like this. Oops, it's a T. It's a P. Chip.
Chip.
Like Elma chips. You know the brand?
Yes.
Elma chips.
Chip.
And we have cheap. Cheap. It's an E sound.
Cheap.
Okay. So you can buy cheap chips. Buy cheap chips.
Buy cheap chips.
Yeah, chips is another way to say batata frita. It's a different way to cut it, but yeah, batata frita. Buy cheap chips. I want you to read that sentence. Buy cheap chips.
Buy cheap chips.
Cheap. You said the same thing. Buy
The
cheap.
same.
Yeah.
Cheap.
Chip.
Chip.
It's like chip.
Chip.
Buy cheap.
Buy cheap
chips. Yes. I want you to buy cheap chips. Okay, cheap chips.
I want you to buy cheap chips.
Cheap chips. Cheap chips. Okay?
Okay.
All right, then. Let's move on to the second paragraph.